Hi, I'm Alex Stahl. I've been using Macs to do a lot of what I do, which is a lot of different things, for about 25 years. And I work a lot with sound, a lot with collaboration and tools for collaboration. Schick Machine was great for me because I met Paul Dresher, I think in 1980 in Minneapolis. And ever since then, I think roughly every 5 years since then, we've talked about wanting to do something. And so 30 years later, we finally got to build this software looper for him that he used for the first time in Schick Machine. So it was an interesting process of using both, our current talk in that moment, but also recognizing this, 30 years of separate experience doing this thing called looping, and narrowing down what it would feel like to be operating it. And I think that was the key thing for me to define what it's supposed to be, is to not talk about it in the abstract design, but to imagine him sitting there using it. Specifically in Max 5, the presentation mode allowed me to, it's not about making it pretty, it was about hiding 100 features that he didn't need. But they're still in there, so there's this cool idea that there's more things we can bring out, but the idea of the interface design and presentation mode was all about the buttons and the functions that need to be there in live performance being big enough and clear enough on the screen that he was able to play it like an instrument. I mean, that was the instrument he played in the performance, which was very rewarding for me to see it work. The looper engine that I've been working on for the last 12 years is more of a tool for messing around with time in music in all kinds of ways. That's the way we perceive time is one of the core things that interests me in sound and in music at all. So having that background and then having a chance to have a project with Paul where he wanted to use a new looper built in software, both for him and also for it to work in time with the incredible timing precision of Steve Schick, because he's a master percussionist, and I know enough about what that means to know what kind of precision that required. So I'd worked hard for 10 years to figure out a way to compensate for that, and because we're talking about looping, you can kind of go ahead of time on the next loop and start doing things a little bit before they're supposed to happen. He was happy that it held the groove, which made me very happy, because the way I use looping is all about texture and polyrhythms and layering, and it has nothing to do with exact timing. So it was really cool that we were able to find a meeting ground.